Hey guys, this is Jonah with ForexRazor.com. Today is January 19th, guys. Just wanted to give you a little outlook on what's happening this week in the currency markets. Hadn't touched base in a few days, so I wanted to wrap things up and give you an idea of what I'm looking for this week. That way you can start looking for some opportunity. Haven't really taken any trades today, guys. Today is a banking holiday in the U.S., so we've had, no real economic data coming out this morning, and nothing really I wanted to get into. But we're starting to get in some decent areas. There was a couple levels that were hit earlier that you could have picked up on a technical level, and we'll talk about those here in just a minute. Right now we're looking at Euro USD. This is a 4-hour chart, guys, and as you can see, we're still in a downtrend. In fact, we just completed a bounce off the top here, off of this trend line, and now we're heading back down again. Now, if we take this down to a 1 hour, you can see that trend line, and this is why it's important that you look for multiple indicators. Okay, you have a trend line in play from here to here. It's hit. When you pull it down to a 1 hour, now you see that this level's also the 200 SMA, which we've talked about the 200 SMA on a regular basis and how important that level is. And here is a perfect example of how it held up last night during Asia or into early this morning. This level held resistance, and lo and behold, it held up, and now we're pulling down. So obviously, looking at this pair, we're still in a bearish trend. Where are we going to head? Well, it's very possible that we're going to come back down and retap these levels here at 30. We're getting close already, which there is a little bit of support here between the 30.50 and the 30.20 level, which we've seen tested before. And you can see here on the 4 hour, right in this level. I would look for some levels of support there. If this level breaches right around here, we've got a little ways to go. If this level breaches, we really don't start getting back in. This is a daily that we're looking at here. We really don't start getting into some more support until we get around 28. So we've got a good 200 pip decline there if that level can break. Looking at a 15 minute, you can see that we've slowly been working our way down. Not a whole lot of momentum. It's about 3:45 Eastern time right now, so the markets are kind of dying down, but you can see we're slowly working our way down. So again, outlook for the euro, at least for now, we are looking very bearish. And probably will continue in that direction unless these technical levels are breached. Obviously, if we have a close above this 200 SMA hourly, we would reverse our view of thinking there. Let's take a look at pound USD here. Okay, guys, this is a 4-hour chart on pound USD, and you can see we kind of have a triangle formation here that just got breached. Here in the last few hours. This is a 4-hour chart again, and you can see that this level was from here to here. We bounced up, moved up, hit the 200 SMA. The pound's not quite as good as the bounce on the 200 as a euro is, but you can see this level still offered resistance, and now we're moving back down, broke through this trend line. So again, bearish. Something to keep in mind. Obviously, yearly lows are well, not all-time lows, yearly lows here, or at least for multi-year low, I should say. And we're getting close to that level. That's right around the 43.50 level. That's going to be a significant level. If that breaches, I wouldn't be shocked to see 140 over the next few days after that breach happens. Let's check down to a 1 hour, and we can see that as well as this thing being a 200 SMA on a 4 hour, it's also a trend line on a 1 hour chart. And you can see how this pair came up to the trend line, tapped down, tried to retest again here on Sunday, and back down. And we're going towards those, again, multi-year lows. If we pull down to a 15-minute chart on pound USD, we see similar outlook to the euro. Slower movement, but definitely working its way down. These are 15-minute candles again, and they're moving 15 pips or so, 15, 20 pips, slowly working its way down, but it's holding its losses, which is a sign, again, that you're probably going to get more of a bearish pound. Now, one thing to keep in mind, guys, we do have a lot of UK economic data coming out. We also have a little Euro economic data as well this week, but we have a lot of UK. In fact, UK CPI, which is one of my favorite reports of the month, is coming out tomorrow morning. That's a big indicator for the UK. That's followed by the UK Bank of England minutes on Wednesday, which is another good indicator. It talks about the policy that was discussed for the last interest rate cut. That's going to be significant. And then also on Friday, we have two other major numbers out of the UK: retail sales and GDP preliminary figure, which is significant. So we've got 4 significant indicators all in 1 week for the pound. So I would look for the pound to be a volatile pair this week, and look for some heavy trending markets as this economic data hits. the marketplace here. Let's take a look over at U.S. yen, and this is a pair we haven't looked at in a few days. Okay, guys, this is a 4-hour chart on U.S. yen, and you can see we're kind of sandwiched here between the 200 SMA on a 4-hour chart and the bottom of this trend line. Okay, so one way or the other, we're going to break out here in the next few days. Let's take it down to a little bit smaller time frame. This is an hourly chart, and you can see what's happened here on the hourly chart is that we've broken through the 200 SMA here. We broke through here. Here it was offering resistance. Here it broke through. Now it's offering support. Okay, so if this 200 SMA holds on the hourly chart, I would look for this 200 SMA on the 4-hour chart to be retested and probably breached. Okay, so keep that in mind. If we pull this down to a 15-minute, you can also see that right now the 200 SMA on a 15-minute chart is offering support as well as the 200 SMA on the hourly chart, which just bounced off of. So we've got some good levels of support here to watch, some good technical levels. Obviously, any of these levels don't hold. You know, it would be a good reason to get short here if we can break through the 200 SMA on a 15-minute. If that level holds, it's also not a bad place to buy and put a stop behind. Again, we have a 240 here. This is a good level for a stop. You can see that we come down to the 200, we test, but we can't quite get to the 240. It's a good level to place a stop behind. It's a 240 SMA. So again, on the US yen, not a bad opportunity to buy when it bounces off the 200 SMA, which probably is going to hit you right around 90.50 right now. And I don't know if we'll get another test of that before we move up, but it does look like we're trying to work our way up slowly. Still got next level of resistance right there on the 200 SMA on a 4-hour chart, which is going to hit you right about the 91.10 level. So if that level goes, guys, I would look for this thing to move up and re-challenge these highs at 94.50. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Today, again, January 19th. We're going to try to do a little bit of a recap later on the UK CPI. Maybe if you've never dealt with that report, you can get a little insight on how to trade that report. But it's a pretty good report to trade. It's pretty consistent, and it's one of those reports that you don't have to get in immediately. You can kind of take your time and let the market move and then get in. And that's what we're looking to do. So look for that later on, guys, and we'll try to get that out to you. Other than that, guys, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.